His Excellency Yoweri Museveni on Thursday met a delegation from Algeria, led by their Minister of Energy and Mines, Mr. Mohamed Akab, who called on him at State House Entebbe. These were in Uganda to follow up on a memorandum of understanding signed when President Museveni visited Algeria in March this year, 2023.
Monsieur le Président, Excellences, nous sommes venus sur instruction de Monsieur le Président Abdelmadjid Tebboune pour commencer à concrétiser vos décisions lors de votre fructueuse visite à votre honneur.
Your Excellency, we came here in your country regarding the instructions and orientations of our President Abdelmadjid Tebboune to concrete and to implement all what you have done during your visit in Algeria on March.
The two energy ministries discussed collaboration and partnership in 4 areas that included, among others, oil refinery, financing the East African crude oil pipeline, and electricity generation. The president said the East African crude oil pipeline is not only good for Uganda, but also the region in what he termed as the Pan-Africanism spirit, since it also transports the petroleum of Congo and Tanzania.
Because because if we have our refinery, we refine our petroleum and use it here and in the region. But because the oil companies wanted to export, so we said, okay, we can add it on, although we shall get a little bit less money because the transmission will deduct some fee, but because it is Pan-African, it is for the region. We also like it because it will bring the petroleum of Congo, the petroleum of Tanzania. So it's good, although we shall lose some money, but we don't mind. So since we are really committed, it is good if we fund it. But the most important is the refinery, because the refinery solves our problems 100%, and partially solves the problem of the region also. The region will get locally produced electricity, petroleum.
On electricity generation, His Excellency Museveni said Uganda needs more support in solar power generation, wind power, geothermal and nuclear in some other places, now that Uganda is targeting to have 52,000 megawatts by 2050.
Now on the transmission lines, those ones we have got plenty of work, because we have got plans for different sources of electricity, but they all end up needing transmission and distribution. There is the hydropower points along the Nile. I think now we have exploited about 4 sites, which we have built dams on, but there is another like 5 or 6 sites on the Nile. Actually, for us, we don't care much about the pipeline.
The Algerian delegation, together with Uganda's Energy Ministry, also discussed the possibility of working with Uganda National Oil Company to develop the Kasurubani block near the central processing facility that is being constructed at Tilenga, and Uganda National Oil Company has already got the license from the Minister of Energy. Minister Nankabirwa informed the President that the transmission line that will enable Uganda to trade with South Sudan has not got support, and it's an area where the Algerian partnership comes in handy.
I have come with my team also and we've had a meeting following up on the MOU that we signed when you visited Algeria. And there are 4 areas. One area of the refinery, I've explained the project framework agreement that we are following and the expire of it come 30th June. And we agreed to share that information. That does not, they requested us to share with them the information regarding how far we've gone with the refinery.
Okay.
Bearing in mind the exclusivity in the agreement, which is expiring in June.
Algerian Minister of Energy and Mines, Mr. Mohamed Akab, thanked President Museveni for accepting to work with Algeria in the energy sector and described his engagement with Uganda's energy ministry as fruitful. On the other hand, President Museveni was happy to learn that Algeria has allowed Uganda to export milk into the country and that negotiations with Ugandan milk processing companies were in high gear. Grace Nab, Kenya, live at 8.